So it's the next morning, and I totally forgot to show you guys what I found in the trunk of this old bike. We got cigarette packs, we've got bags for, well, who knows what, probably meth and crack, whatever. And we've got an old 80s sock. Look at that, look at those stripes, pretty cool. An old rag and a torn pant leg. I'm not sure what that's about. But we also have registration and paperwork for this, which is awesome because the owner said there was none. And also on top of that, we've got this warranty and motorcycle warranty, warranty policy and service record. Check that out. That's awesome. This is gonna be framed somewhere probably. Inside I've got more of the paperwork, the registration, the proof of insurance, and another receipt for insurance. So no title, no exact title, but we do have a envelope saying this is the title. It did contain the title. Unfortunately, there's nothing left in there. No title still, which sucks. But today we're gonna be getting a battery and spark plugs, and we're gonna be cleaning out the rest of that gas tank. So that's what's on the list today for our cj360, and stay tuned. I think we're gonna get this thing running today. So what I've done is I went ahead and flushed out this tank. This is some of the old gas. You guys saw yesterday how dark it was. Well, this is a little lighter. I've made sure that the petcock works and it's flowing beautifully, better than my last petcock. So that's really fantastic. And now I think it's time to, well, we're gonna get rid of this and we're going to polish this up. Finally, I'm super excited to do this. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna do a really light 2000 grit sanding, and then I'm gonna come in with some compound and polish, and we're gonna shine this baby up like new back in 1976. So also I use these pants as great rags. These are fantastic rags. So yeah, let me dump this and I will show you guys the process of sanding this and shining it back up. So take a look at what was in that tank. I mean, that is just rust and muck and gunk, and yeah, so it's a good thing we're getting new gas in there. I think it'll be okay though. I think it'll shine up nice. And would you believe these tires are holding air this morning? That I cannot believe that. Wow, cool. That's good. That's great. That means I can ride it when I get it running. Am I gonna ride it far? No, but I can ride it. So I'm gonna start by propping this up on some wood blocks so it's off the ground and the petcock isn't smashing into the ground. And then I'm gonna get my materials for this. I'll set you guys up right here and we'll get started. So I just realized I don't have one of my absolute needs for this, which is isopropyl alcohol, because after you sand, you really want to get all of that gunk off. Thankfully, I can get the battery for this while I'm out, so it's not too bad. Also, I wanted to mention this throttle was sticking really bad. It was it would get hung up, like wherever you put it, it would get hung up. I've been giving it some of this silicone lubricant. I've been spraying up here, I've sprayed in here, and I've sprayed the springs on the carburetor, and it is finally loosened up and it sounds perfect. So that's great. I would love to have the clutch loosen up a little bit, but I know that's going to happen when I ride it. As for the brake cables, they're still a little finicky, but I also have to get oil for this thing, so this all works out actually. I'm gonna go get a battery, oil, and isopropyl alcohol, and that'll be it. Okay, so we're back from the store. We've got our isopropyl alcohol, we've got our water, and 2000 grit sandpaper down there, and it is time to get to sanding this and make it beautiful. we'll have a chicken in the background, but that's okay. And now, get your favorite compound and polish. What I'm going to be using today is a Meguiar's compound and polish. It's in the same boat. It's kind of a all-in-one process. But from what I've seen, Meguiar's 205 and, well, actually it's 110 and 210. Meguiar's 110 is a compound which cuts into the paint and really removes all the defects, just like sandpaper. And then the 210 is a polish that shines it all up. So that's the two-step process, and it's better, but I don't have that. I've just got the Meguiar's compound, so that's what we're gonna be using today. But it'll still shine up beautiful. And something I should mention is I'm gonna be using these blue rags. You should be using come on now. There we go. When you do this with any other type of paint that isn't not in the best shape, use a microfiber or a foam applicator. Also, if you have a dual action polisher, that works great as well. But it's an old motorcycle gas tank, and I'm not looking for perfection. Make sure to shake it first. Application commence. Here, around here, and just start working in a circling motion. So you can see that is the compound and polish in one Meguiar's. And then that is the just sanded. I'm excited to see this clean up. So let's do that. Okay. Check that out, guys. I put my handprints on it, dang it. Wipe it with your shirt. Look at that. Can you guys see this? I'm not sure. Just look at the shine, the reflection. That's beautiful. Even the logo is shined up. Pretty nice. That was a real quick demonstration, so it's not perfect, but gosh, does it look good. So we're gonna leave that sitting there for now, and we're gonna move on to the fender and the tail. So give it a good spray down, rinse down, and then wipe all that gunk off. And you can see it just takes care of a lot of the bits and pieces already. Good wipe down. Anything that you can get off by hand like this makes the compound's job easier and much better shine. So, ooh, hit my head on the handlebar. So there we go. You can already tell that's much better. But to get the shine that we're looking for, we need that compound. Might have been too much. Not sure. Definitely looks like it. Start on the first half. Get in there. Get in there. The correct way to be doing this is to take the fender off. But wow. It just never ceases to amaze me how good you can get paint to look with just compound. It's incredible. Wow. Wowee. All right, onto the back. Put a little less on there this time. That was too little, possibly. And just work it in. Circle patterns. Circle, circle, circle. And we will wipe it off. Am I a pro at this? No. But do you need to be a pro? No. There you go, guys. How do you like that? How do you like those apples, huh? And you can do this a couple more times if you got anything deep. Again, as long as it's not a super heavy cut. But that is just beautiful. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And guys, what I'm hoping is showing some love to this old bike will help her start up. So there's the fender. Let's move on to the back now. Again, I don't think it's gonna need any sanding, just compound and polish. Incredible how easy this can be. Clean it off with some isopropyl.
If this shapes up half as good as that up there,
Watch and learn. Watch and learn. We'll just do the top first. Over here. You get a look.
it's getting there.
Yeah. Look at that. I mean, that is some crazy stuff if I've ever seen. 1976. I mean, you can barely even tell. So here it is, shined up. Actually, I didn't shine these up. Give me 1 second. You know, like, it's in fantastical condition, all things considered. Let me take that off here. So now I'm going to sand the exhaust down a little bit, and probably the motor while I'm at it. I'm not sure if you really need to be wet sanding it, but I'm going to do it out of safety. All right, so we've had our fun with cleaning, and there is still some cleaning to do, but it's time to move on to spark plugs. These are new spark plugs that I got, BR8ES off Amazon. I got a pack of 4 for $13. What a deal, right? Obviously, we're gonna put them in, and we're not gonna put them in just yet. We're going to take the seat off, and we're going to be putting a new battery in here, which means the gas tank has to come off as well. So, we got a new battery. This is a Duralast Gold. This was AZX7L, and this is one of the cheaper ones. I wasn't really looking to spend very much because this has no electric start. There's no reason to go crazy on a battery. So This should provide enough to spark, and if I ever need the headlight, well, who knows? I'm thinking the ignition is on. I'm not sure if that could fry the computer if I plug in the battery while the ignition is on. All right, here's what I'm thinking. My dad got this pretty easily undone. So I think he can get it undone again. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'm gonna turn the ignition off and then we'll turn it back on. All right, guys, well, I have successfully picked my first lock. That was fun and awesome. So cool, the ignition is off. We're ready to put the battery in. Man, that was challenging, but I found out why I wasn't getting it. It was because I had the pick piece on this cable and I couldn't turn it all the way. So anyways, moral of the story is now we can get the battery in. Okay. Shit. All right. So we have a short to ground somewhere. Oh no, just kidding. Wow, guys. Okay. That is terrible. I just totally connected the positive to the negative and the negative to the positive. Wow. And I just dropped that. Oh. How the heck did I do that, guys? That was so bad. Oh, no. Well, sometimes that happens. Really shouldn't happen. Boy, that sucks. Hopefully that didn't fry anything. I'm never gonna be able to find these bolts. Okay, so I found the nut, but now I'm a little lost here. So it's super late at night right now, and I just have to butt in because I don't even know, I must not have recorded what I was doing, but somehow I'm testing for shorts now, even though I just found out the battery was I connected the battery the wrong way, but I'm pretty sure what I did was I connected a test probe to the battery and I attached it to the to the motor and it was 12 volts, and I was like, oh, well, that's not supposed to happen, which I thought wasn't supposed to happen, but later I find out maybe that is, which will be in next video. But basically for the next 1.5 videos, I'm gonna be on a delusional rant and rampage, ripping this bike apart, ripping the wires apart, ordering new parts for no reason, basically. But it's not all bad. I did learn about how points work, rectifiers and regulators, and also about some wiring. So, you know, it's embarrassing, but I'm gonna post it anyways because I'm sure someone else has out there done this before where they've wasted a bunch of hours doing this for no reason. But you'll always learn something at some point. So anyways, yeah, I just had to butt in because it kind of just didn't seem, the process, the transition just didn't make any sense. So anyways, back to the video. Well guys, check this out. Look at how many wasps' nests. I mean, still, I'm just baffled at how much I'm still finding. This is crazy, and this could actually be a reason something was shorting out. And this is disconnected, which is weird. Anyways, I'm gonna clean this up. I broke this somehow, but I'm gonna clean this up, and I'm gonna start poking around in here, trying to unplug things and find why things are shorting out. I'm guessing this possibly could, maybe, I'm not sure, but we're gonna try it. So when the main harness here is plugged in, it's causing trouble up to here. The switch, I'm thinking, is shorting out because when I unplug the red wire and the switch, it all smooths out. I'm no longer getting 12 volts to the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably try to hot wire this, and I'm going to have to do some research on how that works. But what I'm going to do is try to hot wire it and see if I can get ignition without shorting out. If I can't, there's a break in a wire somewhere else along here, and I'm not sure where that would be. But the point is, ignition switch was causing trouble. I had to go through all this junk, took all the tape off of that. It's been rough, but we're finally getting somewhere. You can see this is the wire that I unplugged here, and that's when everything went back to normal. I'm not sure if this is supposed to have power. All the time, or what's happening, or if when, like I said, power goes into this, one of these wires is shorted out in here, or a connection is shorted out. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna look up how to hotwire this and see what happens. So that is the update. This is a pain in the butt, but it's a, you know, trial and error. It's a process. We're getting there. So, yep. So I think I've officially figured it out. I ended up double thinking myself and thought it wasn't the ignition switch. And then I went through again and I found this black wire. Somehow I didn't see this on the first time because it's hiding under there. So, but I went and tested it, and the black wire, which is supposed to be ground, obviously, had 12 volts going through it. So that's grounding out the entire frame. So what I need to do is I need to wire the black wires in here to just ground, and then somehow I need a switch to wire in the power, the constant 12 volts, into the brown and white and the brown wire. So that's the update. This has been a headache and a half. I'm not sure if I caused the problem when I connected the battery backwards or if the switch was always shorted out, but that's how it goes. So I'm gonna figure out how to wire this back together and get everything back correctly, and we'll go from there. Okay, so this is huge. I had to come out here one more time to take a look at things, and well, I disconnected the yellow wire here, which I'm not sure. I think this goes to maybe the regulator. I gotta look at the wiring diagram better. This might actually control spark as well. I'm not sure yet, but we're getting power to the brown. This has power. Switch is on. It's giving power to the brown and white, which I think is the spark plugs. So, well, the coils. I think. I'm not sure. I read the wiring diagram a little bit. Just kind of glossed over it, try to find things and whatever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook up the negative, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna turn this off, and then I'm gonna flip it on, and we'll see if we have a neutral light. Then that will be progress, which is all I'm looking for right now. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll get back with you guys. Well, it's pretty late at night, but you guys aren't gonna believe this. Check this out. You should be able to see this. Ooh. See that spark? Yeah. We've got spark. Yep. Unfortunately, that's only for one side. I'm pretty sure the somehow, some way, the drinker side coil is shorted out internally. So yeah, I just spent all this time dealing with all of that, all of this, all the gibberish, just for it to be a coil. Isn't that awesome? So I'm gonna order a new coil, and we'll have a solid bike once more. $75, guys. What do you expect? The ignition switch was fine. I might actually put it back in, but that's it. So cool, figured it out. Should be just the coil. I'm hoping it's not anything else, but I've got everything hooked up. It sparks. There's nothing exploding or melting, so I'm pretty sure it's this coil. Now it could also be actually one of the wires, one of those two wires there. That's what hooks to the coil. So maybe I'll take a look at those, but that is it for the night. I am done. I am tired, but I figured it out. Well, I figured something out, so yay. That took so long. I think it was worth it though. It's gonna be worth it when this all comes together. So I'm going out of town for the weekend, so I will be back. Sunday to finish this up. Hopefully the coil will be delivered by then, and we can finally give this thing a good test drive. So that's it for part 2. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, and thanks for watching.